Alright, like I just found out, looked like that was going to clear it, but alright, my screws are off. Side plate. Actually, yep, you need to take off the handle first on this one. So, I'm going to remove the handle first. So you want to remove the small flathead screw right here. Take off this top nut. Okay, pull your handle off, which has a nice Allen Tanny handle, very nice. Love those Allen, appreciate them. Okay, we'll take our star off. Got a washer on the inside of the star. And now you should be able to lift off the side plate. Let's pull off our washers here. The two Bellevue washers going like this. Your top washer. Then you have a handle bearing with a little shaft collar on the inside. And then another Bellevue washer facing down like that. So there's your layout there. Now let's pull off this drag stack. Okay. Alright. So we have a double dog anti-reverse. That's very good. So this one looks like it has a little bit of factory grease on it. So pull off the pinion springs. Again, the size of this pinion gear, very large. Alright, clean all those parts off. Put a little new grease on it. Some marine grease that I know won't fail. Alright, let's see. Let's take off this drive plate so we can get to the bearing on the drive shaft here. So just a small Phillips head. One, one, two, and three screws right there. So let's take those off. Alright, now you should be able to lift up your drive shaft. You have this plate attached to it. Goes right on the bottom there. You have a little slot. This plate just slides into that slot and it holds it on there. So a little bit of grease there, so that's a good thing. And then you have a drive shaft bearing right here. So I want to pull that out. It looks like it's been greased a little bit. It's a little piece of felt on the bottom, don't lose that. That's what the drive shaft rides on. Alright, so here's a close-up of that bearing that was in there. So you can see it's got grease, but it's just an okay job. I'm going to fill it up so it's really packed. You don't want any air inside there for water to collect and cause rust in that bearing. Oops. Okay, we also have stainless steel ring again. Again, a little bit of surface rust. So I've worked with metals for a long time. Usually it's the grade of stainless that they're using can cause that. Not all grades of stainless are the same, even though they're called stainless steel. So take that. Again, you have a little gasket here. I'm going to just go ahead and pull that off because I'm going to put grease on the top of the side plate here. So go ahead and grease all in here real well since we have it all open. I'm going to put some grease in the cup here where that drive bearing goes. You don't want any water to collect in there by any chance. Alright, that's pretty well greased. So we'll put this gasket back on. Okay. Then we'll grease up this stainless steel plate, just like the other one. Alright. Assemble that back on. Like so. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and clean out this bearing because I definitely think it needs a better grease pack than that. So I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Now you got a nice clean bearing. You can see no more grease inside of it, which has been nice. All these bearings have been already opened, so that's definitely a big help, so you don't have to open the bearings. So this one we're going to go ahead and pack with marine grease. So there's lots of ways you can do it. You can fill your palm of your hand and just press the bearing in, which is always good because that shoves it in between. You can use a bearing packer, so there's lots of those available. I know Allen sells one, so whichever you're going to use, just make sure you get the grease well inside the bearing. And you'll see me tell, a good way to tell if you're getting it through is look at the other side of the bearing, and you can see it coming out the other side of the races. So that's what you want to see. That means you've got it nice and in there. So now do the other side. Pack it in. All right, so now you got a pretty decent little grease pack here now. I'll give you wait for the camera to autofocus here. There you go. You can see it packing pretty well. So usually you can tell pretty well so if you roll it around a bit, you don't want to see it start to come apart. So that one can use a little bit more. Now, it's packed pretty well. So, let's put that back inside the top here. Now you can see that. Okay.